Cherries, one by one. Pick them carefully, pick the right ones. Oh, make sure there are some actually on the tree. So today we're going to talk about cherry picking your business opportunities. Either you have a whole bunch to choose from, or maybe you don't have any at all. How do you make sure you're making the right move? And we had a little bit of audio trouble on this one, but just stick with it, listen closely, and we will dive in right after the theme song. So the big question is this: how do we ambitious professionals avoid the slow-moving career, take control of our time, and get paid for two things? Doing what excites us and making an impact bigger than anyone ever thought was possible. That is the question, and this podcast has the answers. My name is Candace Spears, and welcome to Ambition, Honey, and Hustle.
I went cherry picking for the very first time ever in my life today. Me and my girls went, and my cousin has a tree in her backyard. And strangely enough, she's had it for years and years and years and years. But just this year, we have found out that she has the tree. So we went out there, and we had all of our bags. And you go and you look at this beautiful tree, and it was tall, much taller than I am. So maybe like at least 2 feet taller than I am, and I'm about 5'6". Beautiful tree and little red cherries all over it. So I'm looking at this tree like, oh my gosh, there's so many cherries on this tree. I'm going home with a bunch of cherries. The girls are excited. They're dancing, pulling cherries off the tree, all this good stuff. And so as I'm looking around, there are some cherries that are fairly close to me and I can reach them. And so I just grab them and put them in the bag. And there's some that I had to reach up a little bit higher, and there was a step ladder, so I got up there and I reached and pulled those and got them down. And my girls, while they were pulling things off, I would hear, oh, there's no more on this side. Okay, all right, girls, go move around to the other side and start picking some more cherries. And so they would go around to the other side, and then we get more and more and more. When I came down off of the step ladder, to come back and one gives them a chance to get up on the step ladder because they're kids, so when they can jump up on the ladder and pull things off of a tree, okay, super exciting. So anyway, I came down off the step ladder and gave the girls the ladder to get up and start pulling things. And as I was going around, I'm looking and I'm like, oh, they did do a good job of cleaning off this tree because there aren't very many cherries left. And as I moved a few of the branches back to try to get deeper, there were a few cherries, but there were some that weren't ripe yet. But for the most part, all the cherries were gone. So I'm thinking, all right, the cherries are gone. There's nothing for me to pick. I've got a bunch in my bag. All right, what's next? What's next? What do I do next? And when I was thinking about this story, I was thinking about during that time, as I was picking off the cherries, I was just thinking about, opportunities in general, and especially as it relates to business-related opportunities. So for all my entrepreneurs, side hustlers, especially when you're first starting out, you may want to chase every single opportunity, like pull every cherry off the tree imaginable. And that's well and good. Some things come with that. You find out, you explore maybe new avenues, you learn new things, all this good stuff. But have you ever picked a cherry off that perhaps got crushed along the way, or you picked it off and it was good, and then once you got it in your bag, because this definitely happened to me, it just kind of corrupted some of the other cherries, and the juice got all over the place. Well, think about this. When you are attacking the opportunities that are coming your way, be careful about just accepting and grabbing opportunities because, oh, there's money here, I need to do that. Or being so scattered that you are in super hustle mode that you just accept anything for the sake of getting by, or anything for the sake of just doing something other than what you're doing today. If we're not careful, we can spend so much time and energy that could be focused on other opportunities on the wrong opportunities. And yes, sometimes you don't know what you don't know. So especially if you're in the mode of, I'm not completely sure what I want to be doing, but I know I want to be an entrepreneur. I know I want to, be in business for myself. So I'm just going to look and see. All well and good, but be careful about losing focus and just accepting any opportunity through the door, because you don't want to spoil and be misguided with the true opportunities that you should be chasing just because you're looking for money or you're trying to find and explore and all this good stuff. Now, when I think about when I stepped off the ladder and saw that the girls had taken most of the cherries off the tree, at least on the lower half. So the lower half of the tree that was like my waist down to my foot was pretty much clean in that area. It made me think, sometimes our desire to chase opportunities don't always line up with the path that's in front of us. And by that I mean, I run into a lot of people who say, oh, next year I want to be doing this, or, this fall I'm going to be starting this, or whatever it is. But then when you look at them as the tree, there are no opportunities falling off of them, right? There are no cherries falling off of them. Like there is no work that has gone in to produce any fruit on that tree. So don't only be careful about cherry picking the opportunities that come towards you, but if you don't have any opportunities to grab at, do something different. Either you're not putting enough action in place or you're in the wrong places. You could even be connected to the wrong people. There's something that isn't allowing you to have the opportunities for you to pick up and put in your bag. And that's something that you've got to figure out. And the best way to know that if you're in that place with that barren tree is, do you find yourself saying the same thing every year? Oh, I'm going to start this business next year, or I'm waiting on so-and-so to do this, or, oh, I didn't start this yet because. That's a good sign that your tree has no opportunities on it. So be mindful of that. So to all my entrepreneurs, my side hustlers, keep going, keep grinding. But one, be careful of the opportunities that you pick off. And two, if you don't have any opportunities in front of you, move around. Something needs to change. All right, so have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful evening whenever you're listening to this. And I will talk to you again very, very, very soon.
Are you ready to make the career change that you want to make? Are you ready to stop looking around, wondering, watching the clock, knowing that you should be doing something else, but you're still in the spot you're in? All right, so listen, if you're ready to make that career change, I want to help you. And I have a free gift for you at fulfillingcareerroadmap.com. I am going to give to you the exact same strategy that I used to move from a career that I was bored with, really just less than fulfilled, to one that I had absolute excitement and passion for. I did it all within 90 days and without the experience and qualification that the role, quote unquote, required. So it is my gift to you. I want to see you in action. Go to fulfillingcareerroadmap.com and grab your video guide copy today.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.